Welcome back. And in our sports news, Argentine soccer great Diego Maradona has been officially appointed as head coach for Dubai's Al Wasl Football Club. After lengthy negotiations, the football legend will lead the team for the next 2 seasons to hopefully propel the team to further success, both locally and internationally. The announcement was preceded by a visit to the club by chairman of the board for Al Wasl Sports Club, Dr. Mohammed Ahmed bin Fahd, Marwan bin Bayat, chairman of the Al Wasl Football Company, and a number of top company officials and football directors. Bin Bayat said that they are proud to be joining the ranks of international football with one of the greatest sports figures of all time, and that Maradona's contributions to the players will be influential in inspiring football legends amongst their own. Maradona's far-reaching legacy has spanned the globe, and he has been named Player of the Century by FIFA. Along with countless goal scoring throughout his career, he is widely known for winning the World Cup for Argentina in 1986, when he scored the goal of the century against England. Novak Djokovic continued his domination over world number 1 Rafa Nadal ahead of the French Open by claiming the Rome Masters crown 6-4, 6-4 on Sunday, as he stretched his unbeaten run this year to 37 matches. The Serb, who defeated Nadal for the first time on clay in the Madrid Open final last weekend, won his 7th consecutive title by flattening the 5-times champion on the bigger points in another brutal duel. After a rain-delayed start had given him a few extra hours to recover from Friday's draining 3-hour semi-final win over Andy Murray, Djokovic broke the Nadal serve in the 8th game.
Well, you know, I tried not to think about my physical condition or how long can I go for, just play point after point. And I managed to recover really well, and I managed to get the maximum out of my abilities today, and it's incredible success.
And former world number 1 Maria Sharapova warmed up in style for a crack at the French Open by cruising to her first title in a year with a 6-2, 6-4 win over an out-of-sorts Samantha Stosur at the Italian Open. The Russian appeared to be in a hurry to get off court again and won 14 of the first 15 points to race to a 4-0 lead before clinching an easy first set. 6th seed Stosur took a 2-1 lead in the second set, but Sharapova negated the Australians' power game with some canny placements. Sharapova took the next 3 games as she continued to dictate play against an opponent she had beaten in all 7 of their previous meetings.
Well, I never really declare myself in anything. I think you know, every draw and every tournament you go into, you have to expect your opponents to play their best tennis, and you know, no matter if you're in the first round or in the later stages, if you're at a lower tournament or Grand Slam, you know, I want to go out. I'm really happy about my performance this week, but I still know there's bigger tournaments ahead of us, and yeah, and I'm looking forward to them.
Australia's Casey Stoner recovered from a shaky start to seize victory on Sunday in an eventful French Grand Prix where championship hopeful Dani Pedrosa crashed out and broke his collarbone. Honda's Stoner began in pole position for the 3rd time in 4 races, but Pedrosa zoomed past him almost immediately, only to lose the initiative soon afterwards. Stoner, who moved up to 2nd overall, just 12 points behind championship leader Jorge Lorenzo, then effortlessly pulled away from the pack to win by over 14 seconds and take his 2nd victory of the season. World champion Lorenzo came home a disappointing 4th as he struggled to get the best out of his Yamaha, while Simoncelli finished 5th. Honda's Pedrosa, who dropped down to 3rd in the overall standings, walked away feeling his shoulder and was later diagnosed with a broken collarbone.
Danny was being very cautious in the early laps, especially on the left-hand side of the tyre. I felt mine was a little warmer than his, and I wanted to get past, but he was being very clever, very cautious, and it was difficult to pass him.
South Korea's KJ Choi beat American David Toms in a dramatic sudden death playoff to win the Players' Championship at TPC Sawgrass. Choi became the first Asian man to win the Players' Championship when he parred the first playoff hole after Toms, a former US PGA champion, made a bogey. Choi snatched the outright lead with a birdie on the par 3 17th, and Toms drained a long birdie putt on the final hole to force the playoff. But the American lost his touch when it mattered the most. He three-putted the first playoff hole, the par 3 17th, missing a par putt from 3.5 feet. Then watched as Choi calmly drained his par to secure the biggest win of his career. Choi's victory was his 8th on the PGA Tour, but his first in more than 3 years for the 40-year-old. And finally this evening, as the region's pharmaceutical and biotechnology industry shines their spotlight on women, a curious crowd of ladies gathered last night to learn more about the health benefits of taking collagen capsules. Medcol, a capsule launched for the first time in the region by the Collagen Company, is intended to delay the aging process for both women and men in a safe way. Focused on the Middle East, where sun can cause skin damage, the capsule hopes to attract a large number of women who believe in well-being and at the same time choose to defy their age.
This is going to be the latest, most innovative newcomer to the anti-aging markets. It's essentially a capsule containing biomarine collagen for both ladies and for gentlemen, for people who want to feel good and to look good.
Industry experts and consumers are waiting to discover more about the collagen health supplement and how it has managed to fill an innovative gap in the region's pharmaceutical industry.
I just love the fact that it's something that I can take as a supplement. It's not only going to help me look a little bit younger, but sort of keep the years away.
I'm always interested in what's new when it comes to beauty, and when I heard about this, I just had to come and find out a wee bit more about it. I think living out here in Dubai in the sun, you always have to kind of go that extra mile just to ensure that you look fresh all the time, and we work so much.
And with that, let's take a look at the local and international weather forecast for tomorrow. And before we head out, here are the top stories again. Government of Dubai takes over Dubai Bank. New programme launched to breed enterprising Emiratis. Diego Maradona signed as head coach for Al Wasl Football Club. And DFM and Egyptian exchange to facilitate dual listings. Well, that brings us to the end of the bulletin. As always, we'd love to hear your comments. You can write to us at news@city7tv.com, or why not call us on 04367 2230. And please do join our Facebook page. From the entire news team, it's goodbye for now.